Oh no. Um, so before we start, there are some strong topics covered in this video, so viewer discretion is advised. The things me and like to talk about in this podcast episode does not at all apply to all women, but actually a minority of women. This video is not hating on women. Me and Lennox have much respect for women. We both have people we respect in our life, like our friends, our mums, and our sisters. Me and Lennox understand that women go through more struggles than men, like more risk of violence, harassment, abuse, etc. The purpose of this video is to point out double standards within gender, as well as problems men face that are sometimes put down by society.
Mic drop. Boom.
Boom!
Oh, you
There we
smashed it.
So,
Oh, look, it's a short video for once. I'm joking.
oh man. Like I was gonna edit them all down and put them in like a montage, but I just couldn't be bothered.
Yeah, that's too much effort. That's too much effort.
It's too much work. Like I'm not even getting money from these videos, so
That's true. That's true.
right. So this video, actually, you know what? It's more powerful if I just show you it and then we'll react after.
All right, calm.
Fantastic. Yeah, and I'll try and see you on Thursday and then get the...
What do I do? What?
Just keep doing it. Very annoying.
What?
Too fucking cut. Come
Get your hand off me.
Come here.
What?
Where were you?
I'm not talking to you about this.
Come
I'm not
here.
talking to you about this. Get your hand off me.
Who was there?
Get your hand off me.
Who was there? Tell me who was there.
People are looking at us. People are looking at us. Will you get your hand off me? Stop there. People are looking at us. What's wrong with you?
Honestly, we're fine.
Grant, thanks. Okay, because someone will call the police if you carry on doing that to someone.
Okay.
Because if I don't, someone else will.
Okay. It's perfectly fine.
You don't have to put up with that, honey. Okay. Thank you.
Well, my office is there. You're definitely all right.
Yeah, I am. I'm Grant, thanks. What do I do what? Do you ever listen to me?
Chrissy, stop this. You're crazy, man.
Manic. I've been talking at you for the last 10 minutes and you haven't listened. You haven't gotten into fucking what I've been saying to you. But you're fucking not even listening to me. That's what. Why do I push you like that? Because you won't fucking respond to me about any. You won't listen to me. You think you're fucking all manly.
I wasn't.
No, you can't be. No, you can't be. Don't try and fucking walk away. Stop. Listen to me when I'm talking. Don't try and fucking walk away from me. Stop it. What the fucking bullshit? What the fucking bullshit? There's nothing. Don't give me that shit, okay? Pathetic. You're so fucking pathetic.
Yeah, mate. Society's so messed up that like when a man is actually like that was real footage. It wasn't actors. Society was just like people in the street, just like, oh yeah, the man's getting beaten. Haha, it's his fault. Like what?
Wow, yo, people were laughing then. That's outrageous. Yo, people were literally smiling, walking past. People next to them sitting down were just going about their day. They didn't care. When it was the girl, they were like, yo, get their hands off.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like there's men who are like getting slapped. And like women are like, oh, that's fine, but then like when it's the other way around, like,
this video is bad. I feel like this video is gonna scar me for life now. I've been scarred for life.
It's madness, mate. It's the double standards in society is just, I don't know. Like for me, like I think feminism has got a good place in this world, but the thing I don't like the section of feminists who say, oh, men haven't got issues. Like on that video, it said 40% of males were having domestic abuse, and it might be higher because if like men are scared to report it. So,
I didn't know it was that high. 40%, even like 40%. That's still quite a lot of men. I didn't realize it was that high. Man.
That's like thousands of men who are just like being like downplayed as like, oh well, it doesn't happen very much. So, but it's to raise awareness so like women actually understand that men have issues as well.
Yeah, like bro, like mental health, like even men's mental health, for example, like it needs to be taken more seriously. Like I feel like it's kind of like not really talked about as much, just because men are like expected to put on such a brave face and hide their emotions, but like in reality, like we have feelings too, we have emotions. Like most of the time, like even like myself, like I go through mental stuff. I feel like all men go through mental situations, but we just don't reveal it. So yeah, I feel like we just need to work on that and raise awareness for it as well.
Yeah, like to feel like with me, I feel like I'm quite open about my emotions to an extent, and if I ever hide it, it's not necessarily because I'm a man, it's because like sometimes I hide my emotions. But I do think there's a lot of men out there who do feel like the pressure of society and they don't want to cry or whatever because they know that someone will be like, oh well, why are you crying, because you're a man, kind of thing. And it's just it's dangerous thinking that can lead to terrible consequences.
Yeah, it's mad. Like it's like to the point where after lockdown, I promised myself that I'm gonna go speak to a therapist just to make sure my mental health's in check, because I feel like just opening up about stuff is really important instead of bottling it all up. I don't know, because I overthink stuff a lot. Like even right now, like even throughout this video, I've been thinking about what I'm gonna do in the future. What should I do? I don't want to mess up. Pressure from like family, like people around you, and so even like your own pressure. So it's just like, yeah, I feel like you just need to, like, men should focus on their mental health as well as women as well.
Yeah, everyone should. But yeah, it's tough, isn't it? Like I feel like lockdown brings out a lot of problems that nobody thought about as much, and it gives people a lot more time to think, which is a negative and positive. But I think it exposes that often a lot of us kind of neglect our mental health and we just kind of let it go bubble up to the side. This video is a news article because I think we need to start like adding a bit of news into this podcast. But yeah, here's a news article. I'll see what you think of it.
Wait, is this the royal family?
Yeah, did you hear about Prince Harry?
Yeah, ish.
Okay, this will give you a better kind of update.
The Duke and Duchess of Sussex have confirmed to the Queen that they won't be returning as working members of the royal family. As a result, the couple will now no longer hold the honorary military appointments and royal patronages given to them by the Queen. In a statement, Buckingham Palace said that in stepping away from the work of the royal family, it wouldn't be possible to continue with the responsibilities and duties that come with a life of public service. Prince Harry and Meghan have committed to continue supporting the organisations that they've represented, saying service is universal. Andy Moore reports.
The shade there. Service is universal.
Jeez, that's outrageous.
I heard recently.
What do you think about that?
Well, I heard recently that Prince Harry didn't actually want to fully step down. He just stepped down for a bit to recover with his mental health, because he was saying that like the press were like hounding him all the time, so he didn't like it. So that's why he moved to America. So he just wanted to reduce his duties, not fully leave. In my opinion, is once you reduce your responsibilities in the royal family, you should be cut off, because you can't have like your cake and eat it. You can't just go, well, I want to like get the dollar from the royal family in order to fame, and not do the full duties of a royal family person. I don't think that's fair, in my opinion.
No, I agree with that. But then I kind of feel a bit of sympathy for Harry, because like you gotta realize that he's a royal. Like all eyes are on him. Like anything he does, like people want to know. Like the press are always on him, paparazzi. Like he must deal with that every day. So I don't really blame him the fact that he wants to work on his mental health and kind of get a bit of freedom, because he doesn't really get that, if you know what I mean. Like he can't just casually go to a random pub around the corner. Like we won't catch Prince Harry in East Orient, do you know what I mean? Like it can't happen.
I do feel sorry for him on the mental health side, and the fact that his mum has essentially disowned him.
Yeah. Now.
Oh man.
Ever since Meghan and Harry moved to North America, their long-term role in the royal family has been uncertain. Last January, they announced they would step back as senior royals and work to become financially independent. There was a period of reflection and assessment on both sides. Now there is a definite breach. Meghan and Harry will no longer be returning to work as members of the royal family. The news about their future comes ahead of an interview to be broadcast next month with Oprah Winfrey, and only days after the couple announced they were expecting a second child. A spokesperson for the Duke and Duchess of Sussex said, as evidenced by their work over the past year, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex remain committed to their duty and service to the UK and around the world, and have offered their continued support to the organisations they have represented, regardless of official role. We can all live a life of service. Service is universal. Prince Harry served in the military and holds honorary military appointments, but they will now be formally returned to the Queen, and they will be distributed among other working members of the royal family. The palace announcement said everyone was saddened by the decision of Meghan and Harry, but they would remain much-loved members of the family. Andy Moore, BBC News.
And our royal correspondent Nicholas Witchell is with me. So is this final?
To all intents and purposes, yes. The breach is complete, and for the foreseeable future, it is final, Jane. And, you know, I sense a real sense of exasperation in these statements on both sides. The statement from Buckingham Palace issued at midday, after a conversation with the Duke of Sussex, the Queen has written confirming it is not possible to continue with the responsibilities and duties that come with a life of public service. There's almost an unspoken sentence which doesn't appear in the statement after that. A life of public service like I have led, like my husband has led at the age of nearly 100, like the rest of your family continue to lead, but which you have decided to opt out of. Of course, they're saddened, as the statement says. They're deeply disappointed, I think, that this is how matters have turned out. And then the Sussex's statement, which concludes with these couple of phrases: we can all live a life of service. Service is universal. Isn't there just a sense there of thumbing their noses? Don't tell us how to lead our lives. So I think on both sides, Harry, I think, will now perhaps finally realise the implications of the decision that they have taken, that it is not possible to do both, to have one foot in the royal family and another.
Yeah, this is what we've both been saying about, like, having your cake and eating it. Like, obviously we feel sorry for Harry and Meghan and stuff, like especially Meghan. Like, she's got so much hate, especially off like some news organisations who have been a bit, I don't know, like I feel like a small bit of it is racism towards Meghan. Do you think? Like, you know,
yeah.
Because like she had a period where she had so much like hate off the press, and like I don't know, it seemed like not proportional to other royals and stuff.
Oh yeah, like I mean, definitely some of the hate she was getting was because of her race. 100%. That's a fact. I think anyone can admit that. Most people probably won't because they don't want to admit it, but it's a fact. But I don't get why they hate her though, because I think she's really good for Harry, and they look really good together. You know, they've got a family now, that their second kid's on the way. I don't get why people hate her, to be honest.
I think a lot of the controversy was like the thing that she was American and that she was like a movie star and stuff. And I think like the royals like quite kind of like to keep things private, and then the fact that she was like used to do films and stuff, I think it kind of rubbed them the wrong way a bit. But I don't really see a problem with it, you know, as long as they're happy, as long as they treat each other well, and you know, there's got no issues there really. Yeah,
the only bit I'm a bit confused about is that like she's obviously like American and it's like royal family of like UK, but it doesn't really matter because I swear like the descendants of like the royal family is like Russian or something.
I don't know. I guess they are, but you know, they took like the royal family like colonized loads of countries, so I guess.
Oh yeah.
You know,
yeah.
So anyone else the right to kind of, you know, be royal in Britain as long as they're married. So yeah.
Oh yeah, shout out Meghan Markle. You know, she's the first. She's allowed us to, you know, she's been like the first bit of blackness in the royal family. It's great.
Yeah.
We need diversity, you know.
I bet that's tough though, because like I bet there's so many racists in the royal family. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, all of them probably are. 100%.
You've got you've got like a pedo in the royal family. I'm sure it's gonna, you know.
Yo, I'm royal family. I'm not involved. Don't send for me, please. I'm black already. I don't need another, another case.
You were sleeping at a sex offender's house. Like how much worse can you get?
Yeah, but he can do whatever he wants. He's royal family, innit?
Like you're not wrong. But... Oh man.
Yeah.
Remember when the Queen's husband got into a car accident and then like he's pretty much invincible, wasn't he? Because like he's royal, so.
Yeah, I can't believe he survived that.
And then the next day, he didn't wear a seatbelt when he was in the car.
Oh my gosh! Wait, yeah. apparently the Queen doesn't even have like an official driving license. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I saw a fact that she doesn't have an official driving license. Neither does her husband.
That's weird.
That's fucked, innit?
Like, that is fucked. Yeah.
They can pretty much do whatever they want.
Yeah. It's madness.
I don't know about the kids thing though. That's a madness.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Oh, to be fair, if he went to that state in America where like the age of consent's like 12, he's calm.